Hello guys. Okay, so in this video we are going to show you how to design or create your HTML layout using the div element. So here I have my HTML code, and as you can see we are using div element like everywhere to create our various parts of the web page. For example, the header here is actually a div, but we're going to give a class header. The navigation is also a div, but we have a class nav here. The main section is also going to be a div, but we have the various sites that we are defining using classes. The footer as well is going to be the div, but we're going to use a class footer here. So now this is how the skeleton of my web page is looking. So we have the various elements showing on the screen. So we need to use the CSS properties to actually design or create a nice layout for this particular web page. So let's come in the style element here. Let's start with styling the body. So if we style the body, we want to give a margin 0 here. That's it, 0 pixels. And we can also style the header. So we will style the header, the class header here. So that's the class header. We will say padding 10 pixels, background color. We'll use some hexadecimal, this color like this. And then, so because we said margin 0, as you can see, so there's no margin between, you know, the top and, the header. And then text align. Here, we can say center like this. And then color, we say white. This is going to change the color of the text. So now let's style our navigation. So in the navigation, we said that the class is nav. So we will say that nav here because that's the name of the class. We want to have a different background color for this navigation bar. So we say background color. The hexadecimal code will be this, 24, 32, 38. And then padding maybe 5 pixels. Yes. And then we will say nav class list item list style. Um, so the list style, what is going to be here? So we say none like this. All right. And we want the list item to display horizontally. So display inline block. Yes. So now they are displaying horizontally. And then we can say padding 8 pixels. Yeah, like this. And maybe for the anchor, say navigation class anchor tag element, we want the color of the text to be white, like this. Let me remove the double quote here. That's why it's not applying. So when I remove now, you can see color white. Yes. What if we can add some other style here? So we say class, navigation class, nav class, ULLI a on hover. Okay, when you hover on a particular navigation items, you say text decoration none, and then we want to set a different color. 7 FFFD4 like this. Yes, that's it. So now when you hover, you can see. Yeah, so that's what we wanted. We can also style the sides, the main content. So let's start with what we call left side here. So left side, it's a class, so we say left underscore side. We will want it to be showing on the left, so we will use the float property, float left. Now you see, we want it to have the width of 80%, and then the minimum height of 400 pixels. Yes, now you see how this is showing. Maybe the background color will be different as well. Yes, and then text align will be center, comma. Yeah, so that's how it's going to show. What else can we do here? So let's style the right side. It's also a class. We call it right side here. That's class. We're going to style it right side. We want it to float right. So we do float right, text align center, semicolon, and we say width. If we say 30% width, and here we say 70%. Okay. Okay. Oh no, we have a mistake here. So right side is underscore like this. Yes. So let's say 20% like this, 80% like this. So you see the text align will be centered because there was a mistake here. That's why it was not picking. We will maybe say minimum height to be the same like this. And maybe background color, let's copy. Maybe use a different background color. Okay. As for this one, maybe this background color. Let me come back here. Background color needs to be like this. Yes, we have our background color. So make sure you write background color correctly so that your style will pick. And then you can say footer. As for the footer, this is the footer down here. We want, what do you want for the footer? We want a footer to have the height of 40 pixels. We want to give it a background color of 45, 5E, 64. Now, in order for us to see the footer, let's reduce the minimum height here. Yeah. So now this is the footer. Text align will be centered. And then padding top be 10 pixels. And then color will be this 8FBC, 8F, like this. 350 as minimum height here. All right. Okay, so now this is how our web page will show on the screen. So we've used the div element, we use the class, and in our CSS, we've actually used some CSS properties to work on our layout, on the layout of our web page. So guys, this is how you can actually do that. For example, here, I would say left side, right side. Yes, so now this is how the page is going to show on the screen. All right, so this is another HTML layout technique, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you still have questions, write in the comment section and let's have a discussion over there. I hope the video was informative enough, and feel free to like, to share, to comment, but also to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos like this one. Let's meet in the next video.